Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Hey.
We've made it to hump day, guys. Yes. Thank you for joining us tonight here in the Ladies Lounge. I
Yes,
am
yes, yes.
Jazz,
And I'm T.
and we are excited to have you all with us tonight. Thank you for joining us. Please like, comment, and share this video. This is going to be fun. Interesting.
Fun.
Not fun, because
No,
it's not
I
a
know,
fun topic, but it's going to be
interesting,
just,
right?
yeah, interesting to read what you guys think and how you guys feel about this topic. Tonight's topic is going to be, are women considered weak if they stay with a cheating spouse?
Right.
Or we can also say if you take him back,
Right.
right?
Right.
So I know that T and I have shared things about our previous marriages and relationships. We talked, I'm not sure if we spoke so much on cheating or infidelity, but I know I can speak for mine where I can say there was cheating. You know what I'm saying? He cheated, I cheated, nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what it is. At the end of the day, nobody's perfect.
Right.
Now, did I feel like I was a weak woman? In the beginning, I did. when I
Mm-hmm.
when I
Mm-hmm.
accepted him back. I felt
Right.
like
Right.
I was
Right.
a weak woman. No, not weak. I just
Because
felt
I'm
that
about
I
to say, because
wasn't
I don't agree with weak.
weak.
I don't.
But
That's to me.
but I guess I looked at it like that because I know that is something that I strongly do not support. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And because I didn't support it in my own morals and values when I found out that it was done to me.
Right.
And it made me feel like I accepted it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then my I'm not gonna say my God conscious, but then my human conscious took over, and
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking like, okay, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I know I have probably said some things or didn't do some things that maybe pushed him even further out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I started blaming myself,
Mm-hmm.
but I also realized that I knew that we are human. We
Right.
are not perfect. At
Exactly.
the time, we were young. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I understood all those things walking into the marriage that we were young and that not that I was expecting it to happen, but these are the things that can happen.
Right. And I think too, even now, young, older, whatever the age or case may
Mhm.
be,
Mhm.
you can always say, to me personally, I'm not the type of female or the one to say that my man, my significant other, my fiance, my husband, whatever you want to call your partner, he won't never ever cheat on me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
And I
right.
know, we as women or people, we just have them hope and promises that, our hearts will never get broken and, this person will never step out, this person will never do this. But we know at the end of the day is reality. Do
Mhm.
we,
Mhm.
agree with it? Is it something that we, like you said, condone? No. But if it happens in your life, are you considered a weak woman? No, I would never ever call another woman weak because she took her significant other back because they stepped out. Now, for whatever reason that she chose to take him back, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? It can be kids involved. I mean, yeah, we say I love him, whatever, to an extent. Whatever you consider your love for that person, that's the love. You cannot determine or distinguish what your love for somebody is that the same person should have in their relationship.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm
And you can't,
saying?
and I also can't say that um now that I'm older, I feel differently. But back then, when I was, younger and a lot perkier,
Mm-hmm.
that was like the end all to be all in my mind because I was like, no, that's the holy grail of no's. But
Right.
when it happened to me,
Right.
and then I started, seeking a deeper understanding of myself, and after I got through the blame stage of me, what
Mm-hmm.
did I do wrong? Like, it lowered my self esteem because I thought it was something that I could have done better and I could have prevented. But as time went on and as life has gone on, I realized that we are all individually responsible for the decisions that we make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Regardless to if I'm treating you this way, whatever the case may be, and you choose to step out, it's because it's something you chose to do. Not
Right.
saying I have to accept it because I know the part that I played in it,
Mm-hmm.
because I felt that I played a part in it. You know, I felt that it was my fault. I felt that maybe if I would have dressed up enough, or maybe if I would have done something less, or maybe if I would have stopped talking to my family all the
Mhm.
time, or
Mhm.
maybe if I would have cut my girls off, you know, maybe this
Mhm.
wouldn't have caused you to do these things, but it was something within you that you already had set to do.
Right.
So it's like everybody got that straw that breaks the camel's back.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And it could be 12 million things, and cheating could be the very tip of the iceberg. You know, it could be the thing
Yeah.
that caused it
Every
all
right.
over.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or it may not even be cheating. It may be, I mean, physically cheating. It may be, you know, you got an internet relationship going on and you got all this emotional connection to this other person,
True.
and that might be the tip of the iceberg for me, because no, you're not physically having sex with them.
Right.
Um, you're mentally aroused, or that person is getting more
You're
of
in.
your,
Yeah. You're engaging
you're
in
in,
somebody else. Like
overly
engaging
engaging.
in somebody else.
Yeah, it's and
Exactly.
it's taken away from what I need.
Mhm.
So I don't think, I personally, now that I'm older, don't think a woman is weak if she stays with her man, her husband, for, you know, after he cheats, you know, because I know what all that takes afterwards. I know all the rebuilding of the trust. I
Mhm.
know all the conversations that have to take place. I know all the anger, all the frustration. Been there, done that, got that trophy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just different for everybody.
But to me, my thing is, doesn't matter if it's a husband or not. To me,
Ooh,
if you're in a committed relationship, whatever you have in your relationship, to me, it don't necessarily have
have to
to
be a
be
spouse.
a husband.
Right.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me personally, I never want to say, oh, it's okay for a girlfriend or a boyfriend, to cheat versus a husband and a wife. To me, it still comes the same way. I get reality, Bible wise, you know, when you in a marriage, you done, you got married at the church, swore on the Bible. I get that. And when you in a relationship, yeah, you're still considered single. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays people say, oh, you single, you ain't married, you single. No, me and this person said that we will be in this together. So it don't matter if, to me, my opinion, it don't matter if you're husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. I would never still consider you to be weak. Because to me, you're in this committed relationship. You and this person say y'all would make y'all ways together, and probably at some point get married or build
Right. Right.
a
Right.
bigger
Right.
future
Right.
together.
Right.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I
So
agree.
to me, but when it probably come to a husband, it probably is a little bit more deeper because
Because they
now
held
them
to a
vows,
different
right?
standard,
It is held
a
to a
higher
different
standard.
standard. But regardless, to me, cheating is cheating. If you take your spouse, your significant other back, are you considered a weak woman? No. That's just me. Forget the marriage, forget the boyfriend, girlfriend, forget the living boyfriend, the living girlfriend.
All the
You're
titles.
not weak. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah, and
saying?
you know
Like,
what, titles don't have anything to do with it, because just because you may choose not to get married, like everybody don't have to get married in order for a
right.
relationship to be legit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
But
That's why I said.
I was also thinking, would it doesn't matter if they confessed or not? Like if they cheated and they told you, they was keeping it real, right? Does that matter?
That will be one of those.
Audience, what do you guys think? Does
That
it
will
matter
be one of those.
if your significant other told you that they were cheating? Is it a big difference if they told you or if you found out on your own?
Right. Oh, does it even matter? Oh, does it depends on the person who they cheated with? Sometimes that even be the case.
Like, oh yeah, I see why you cheated with her.
No. Not to say I see why you cheated with her, but if you, I'm not. I'm just giving like scenarios or examples of how,
A relative,
like
a best
you
friend.
cheated with a best friend or the
Hmm.
next door neighbor or the nanny. Like how that
Somebody
is.
within close proximity.
Yeah, or somebody that you don't know about or never even seen. Sometimes we as women dictate of what we can accept more if it's considered cheating or not considered cheating, but if we can accept it more to be more forgiving.
Yes.
More forgiving.
If it's closer to you
Yes.
than, somebody, some jump off in the bar.
Yes,
Okay.
right. So we have a few people that joined. Thank you
Thank
for
you guys
joining,
so much.
everyone. Randy said, hey, ladies. Cynthia said, hey, ladies. Frankie, hey. Cynthia said, commitment is commitment. And that's what I was saying, Cynthia, that I get, marriage is a big thing. Sometimes people can be in a relationship, but then once they get married, mentally it's just on a whole higher level. I get that. But me personally, it don't matter marriage or not marriage. If you cheated on me, you cheated on me. But if I'm willing to take you back, I'm gonna take you back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? No matter what.
Now, do
And
you
if
think
I'm
once a cheater, always a cheater?
Nope, nope, I don't. I don't. Because to me, that would be the same thing as somebody that's always a liar, always a liar. Somebody that's always alcoholic is always alcoholic. Somebody that's always a drug user, always a drug user. Always a thief is always going to be a thief. Yes, you may have that ex. You might have that ex thief, ex liar, ex cheater, ex husband, ex wife. You get what I'm saying? You will always have that ex title, but that does not mean that you always have to
Live that life.
live that life.
Right.
So I definitely believe people can cheat that one time and be like, oh, I messed up, I effed up, baby, forgive me. I promise it will never happen again. You two have to sit down and be like, what went wrong? It don't have to be to point the finger, because sometimes, not to blame us women, not to blame the men, but sometimes we may have to take a step back just to see, like, did we cause something? Because for women to step out and cheat, sometimes it's because the men did something too.
More than
You
likely lack of
right.
attention,
You
lack
could
of
be. You
whatever.
could even be talking to your significant other and tell them, "This is what's bothering me. We need to do this more in our relationship. Let's talk more. Let's spend more time. Be more affectionate. This and this." And if you got that person that's like,
That ain't me. I don't do that. That ain't me.
right. So, not to say you blaming that person, oh, you caused me to cheat. It's not that you're blaming that person that caused me to cheat. But when you can have that conversation and said, I wanted to talk to you about this. I warned you about what was bothering me. I said, let's sit down and talk as a couple about to make our relationship better. You know what I'm saying? So my attention, my attention span or this or whatever don't go
Elsewhere.
But you were ignoring me. You were ignoring that. You know what I'm saying? You took that as, oh, whatever. She ain't gonna do that. You know?
Or just whatever, I don't care. Because to them, maybe they feel they know you well enough to say, I ain't worried because she ain't gonna make no moves. Or
Exactly.
he not gonna bust no moves. He talking all this, he ain't gonna do nothing. But in all reality, if the person is, legitimately coming to you like, listen, either we can work on making this better, we can dead it, or
Right.
this is gonna be a different come out than what you expect. I think that it's scary. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is. It is. And
we as women, we take on a lot of that responsibility when it comes to cheating.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We'll be mad. We'll be mad at the man or whoever we with that's cheating. Then we'll be sad because we're like, oh my God, I could have did this better. Or a lot of times we internalize it, and no matter what we think we could have done better, we're never going to be able to do it better because that's not what they want at that time.
Mm-hmm. We have a few comments. Frankie said, I think it really depends on who is with. Yep, I agree. I said the same thing, Frankie. I think us as women, we sometimes, say, okay, who was the person? Was it my sister? Was it a family member? Was it somebody you knew I was close with? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that you accept it, but we kind of, do give a little bit of leeway, not even leeway, but deal with it different, depending on who the person is.
I agree.
Cynthia said it all depends on the individual. Some women will end a relationship on cheating, yes, with a best friend and not a stranger. It depends on the individual. Yes, it does. Now, if the woman leave the relationship, ends the marriage, divorce, separate off the first strength or the first cheat or whatever.
That's your threshold, I guess.
Yes, but also when I was looking at the little topics on Google, it also said that, and then this is to each his own, that women who are quick to leave a cheating spouse is considered weak. It's considered weak.
Well, how much is a
Not
person
weak,
supposed to take?
because you're saying you don't have the strength to handle it.
Oh, yeah, well, that's, I don't know
So,
if that would be considered weak.
right. Well, I mean, just going off of what
Right, Google said.
what the internet said.
Right.
Like, are you, because you stayed in that relationship, you stayed in that marriage? Are you to say I'm strong because I was able to deal with it? Or the female or the woman that leaves off the break, she's not strong enough to handle that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do,
you
can't pick it. You can't say
you
who's
really
strong
can't.
and who's weak.
You really
It's just
can't.
that woman is
Decided that that's all she could
what she
handle. That was her
handled.
breaking point.
And the other one did. So like I said, I would never call another woman weak. Because I would never want no one to call me weak, because I know everybody have their weaknesses and their strengths. You know what I'm saying? And staying in the marriage, staying in your relationship, I would never say that you're weak. I get that you love this person, you want to work it out, and you're doing your thing to make your situation and your marriage work.
Now, is this a repeat offender?
Now you got to go deeper into it, because now if it's somebody that's constantly doing it, okay, you walk away. Or yeah, it's probably not like, okay, you weak because he done cheated on you 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I still won't say you're weak. My thing would still be to be like, what is keeping you here? What is making you stay here? Why? Like, what is it? I know you in love. I know you love this person, but I would still never say that someone is weak for wanting to want their relationship work. Cynthia said,
"Hi, Bulu. Thanks for joining me tonight. I see you. Hey, Phoenix family."
Frankie said, it's my best friend, then it's off. Right?
No question.
Right.
No question, huh?
I know that's right. Cynthia said, my point, Frankie. Yeah. Then Frankie said, then you should leave instead of cheat. You're right. But some men be like, maybe I could just get this over with and they would never find out.
Right.
They really don't want to be with that friend. They just want to get it in real quick.
Yeah.
And we sometimes probably would never understand that as women. We probably would never understand. Won't you just leave? If you wanted to be with her, then be with her.
But see, they don't want to be with her.
Right. They don't want to be with her
for that moment.
Right. So.
But then there's again, and like she said, why even be in a relationship if that's the type of life you live in? You know what I'm saying?
Cynthia said, evaluate your friendship on a regular and not let it go to the point don't let it get to that point because you communicate. Let it go. Hold up. And not let it get to that point because you communicate. Yeah. You have to communicate.
It has to be received as well. And, you can say it, but if that person on the receiving end ain't really into receiving, but you love them and you've done all you can do, and
you also have the ones, a man that would cheat and will feel so guilty about it and will, like you asked, and come to their spouse and they other and say, I messed up. I don't know how many men out there, but I will not disregard or say is no men out there that won't do that, because that's not. I won't say that because I'm pretty. I know it's men out there that will do that and have done that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That will say. So again, that's one of those questions. As a female, would you be accepting of that more? You will be upset and disappointed that he cheated, but the fact that he told me. That's showing some remorse. That's showing that you're apologetic of it. That's showing that you want to work this out. You know what I'm saying? Me, because you came to me. Not to say that I'm letting it ride, but I appreciate that you did tell me. And your reason for telling me is why? Because you don't want me to find out, or you just saying, I effed up, I fucked up, and I feel bad about it. So I hurt you.
So when you get over, I don't even know.
No, I'm just saying.
I really don't know. Because I'm thinking, like, even if you told me and you feel bad and all that stuff, but you find another reason to do the same thing. Like, I don't know. Like,
no, I guess that's talking about if you continuously do it. You're talking about, but if it happened at one time and you have that spouse that can say to you, I fucked up, I cheated, I stepped out. I don't know how many men out there would do that, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it is, and I'm having trust and confidence that I know it's men that will do that.
I think so too.
You
But I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
even when they do it, I wonder. Not even men. Just I wonder how. I don't know. I wonder how sincere stuff is sometimes because there's a lot of people that apologize for a lot of things, but they are repeat offenders. So are you sorry that you know you're going to get caught? Are you telling me before it come out? Are you telling me because it's more to follow? Or are you telling, like, I don't know. Sometimes I just wonder why do you tell? Is it because you're cleansing your spirit and you're starting anew?
And that could be the case. Just like when you want to say to somebody, "I'm sorry, I did," you never knew this, but I'm telling you I did this because it's eating me up. It's eating me up. I feel guilty. So that's when it's like how we were saying in the beginning. Sometimes us as women, we tend to say, "All right, well, he told me." I'm not. That don't mean I agree with it, but I respect the fact that he told me he did. You know what I'm saying? So does that mean that we just be like, oh, I'm all in love again? Ah, no. But I respect that you told me. You know what I'm saying? I respect that you told me, and you ain't lying to me, and I ain't have to find out on the streets, whatever the case may be. But again, that's to each his own because you have the man that could tell a female, and she still might be like, oh, I'm leaving you. So that's the risk that he's taking to tell her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Frankie said, I'm a believer that you should do a monthly check-in and allow your partner to honestly express their feelings. Wow, okay, you said a monthly check-in?
Girl, you better do that thing weekly. No, I'm just playing.
Frankie said monthly. So that's just like one of those, like you talking to your partner and you saying, just lay it out all on the table. What's going on?
Sorry, guys, I had to get up. I dropped something.
And I definitely understand what you're saying, Frankie, and I totally agree with that. But I never would have thought about that like on a monthly basis, like this is what we do, because I guess I'm a person that just randomly just be like, you know, what's going on, what's on your mind, what you want to talk about, how you feeling, you know, what's going on in your life, what's going on in your our relationship. Even when I say your life, even though I know we in a life together, you know, your significant other, your partner still have things that's going on personally outside of the relationship.
Right.
So I'm a random person, so I never would have thought about it like, you know, on a monthly thing to say, let's talk about this once a month and just lay it all out on the table. You know, I'm just a random person. I'm just out the blue. I could be washing my hair in the sink and I'm like, hey, what's going on, babe? Anything you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? But that's a good idea though too, because you know, you got to talk with your partner to see how it's going to work for y'all to communicate when y'all want to talk. That's really what it is. To each his own, how you get your communication across. Cynthia said cheating has signs. Bring it up if he or she acting different. Yeah, it does. It does, Aunt Sin.
But
what about if it was them times that, you know, you probably was just tripping? Not you in general. I'm just saying. Or we know that things can look funny and look suspicious. And I'm only saying that because I know me too. Like my lifestyle has always been moving, moving, moving. 1 minute I could say I'm here. The next thing you know, in 15 minutes, I'm at a different location. You know what I'm saying? And it could be like, well, you said you was going here. How you wind up here? Or I don't know. Like it could go so much
and
deep.
And it could always, and also too, like a lot of times I know for me, I have a lot of stuff on my mind, and it may affect maybe I'm not talking to you as much as I usually do, or maybe I'm not smiling as much as I usually do, or maybe I'm sleep more because I'm stressed out more, and I haven't talked to you about it, or I haven't brought it up because it's something that I need to handle, something I need to deal with. Not necessarily saying it has to do with it. Could be work. It could be my family. Like I don't. Sometimes it's some things I just need to figure out before I can discuss them, and it may cause me to sleep more, and it may cause me to be silent because I'm thinking, because I'm praying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes the signs that could indicate cheating don't always indicate cheating.
Right. And I would agree. Yes, it is signs when you know your partner might be doing something different out of the norm. I get that. I totally get that because we can be like, and we making that phone call. What you doing? Where you at? Who you with? Trust me, I totally understand that. But then sometimes you be like, then your partner done broke down everything that happened or everything. You like, you know what? I done just caused a freaking argument
for no reason.
Right. Oh, I'm because it didn't look right to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't look right to me.
And I know sometimes for me, I'm not really. Sometimes I have to internalize things so I can understand what's going on myself before I say it. And because I don't come out and blurt what's right on my mind, that causes a lot of problems for me. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, well, what you hide? You know what I'm saying? Then it's looking like I'm hiding something when it's not, when I just need a moment to gather myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think your aunt had posted another question. I mean, not a question, but a comment. She said sometimes people fall in love with the person they cheat with.
Oh, wow.
Has that ever happened to anybody out here?
I'm going through the comments now. Frankie says some people have grown up in homes where they've seen infidelity and decide that it isn't what they want to do in their life.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Some people see it and that's all they know.
But don't be a fool, Anson. Yes, I know. Trust me. Don't be a fool. I get it. But everything that looks like it's something don't always be something. And like I said, only reason why I have to agree or have to say that because I know I've been in those type of situations and I know it wasn't nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't. So I have to respect the other person's life and that everything that looks suspicious don't mean it always is. That's just one thing I have to say. But I definitely understand.
But I guess it's always that's also the saying, know your partner.
Right. No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, know the person you're dealing with.
Right.
You know, if you know that I am random, this should be no surprise that I said I'm going to the dollar store 3 doors down and I end up at Walmart across the parking lot.
Right.
Maybe I changed my mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be a surprise. Like I shouldn't, you was going 10 minutes instead of 7.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I
was. Frankie said women cheat to feel emotionally void, men cheat for sexual fulfillment. And you know what? And I have this little survey thing, and I'm not even going to read it all the way. But it did say that. It said that. I was reading stuff to look up, and just with our topic, it did say that. It said that men are more territorial about they women body. They the ones that cannot imagine or cannot deal with the fact that they woman been with another man, or either the fact that they men been in women had another man in them. Like they can't they think of more of like the sexual part of it, where we as women think more of the emotional part. You know what I'm saying? And I could definitely understand that because I even asked Kay. When we come up with these topics, I asked him, and he said that he agreed to it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Men, they just cannot fathom or never get to the understanding if they female cheat. They don't want to. They more thinking of what he did, what you do to him, what he do to you. You know, how you did this, what position, this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Where we looking more as, are you connected to her? You know what I'm saying? Or, not to say that women don't think of it on a sexual level too.
I do.
Not to say that, because we do. You know what I'm saying? But I think we more look first at the emotional side of it. How can you do this to me? You betrayed me. You know what I'm saying? You lied to me and stuff like that.
But it's also too thinking of like, what all could you possibly have said?
Right.
How beautiful did you really tell her you know what I'm saying? Like, how beautiful did you really make her feel off this one random Barbie?
Right.
So.
Oh, so there you go. When you said that, Cynthia said that some people fall in love with the person they cheating with.
Has anybody on here ever fell in love with the person they cheated with, ending in good stuff? Like y'all married, y'all together. Y'all was cheating at first, but now y'all good. You know what? I know a couple, and they are happy.
And you know what? To each his own.
Yeah,
really,
they are really happy.
To each his own. Was it right? Was it wrong? I mean,
Who's
we not say, but maybe it was right for that.
For y'all, yeah.
Maybe it was wrong.
And who's to know what led them to, stray away from their spouse? It's always a deeper situation. But I do know a couple that actually started off cheating, and they are married and they are happy.
Right. Cynthia said monthly. There's trust issues. No, well, not
really trust issues. It's just talking to make sure everything is all good.
Right, but like I said, I'm a random person. Like I said, I don't necessarily have to sit down and say, let's sit at the table and talk, or let's sit at the table. I'm more of a person that's just like out the blue. That just be like, what's going on? But I do get sometimes you do got to make time to talk with your significant other. I will say that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you don't have to, Frankie. Trust me, I'm not saying that. Because you do. Because when you both got busy schedules, one working part-time, one, picking up the kids doing this, you do have to find that time to say, hold up. We doing too much movement,
and you gotta take that pause.
Let's sit down. Let's have this night that we just spend together.
Like the dates, like how even married couples go on dates every week or every month or whatever their schedule allows. And I think that's time for that conversation.
Right.
Well, don't do it on my date.
No, but your date, no,
we Netflix and chill. We can be supposed to do the chill like, baby, I cheated, my bad.
Don't do on your date. I'm about to say, don't do on your date that cheated, but just do on your date. Then let's talk about stuff. What's going on? How you feeling? What you think about the relationship? What's your next step? Not, just in life, just period. So I definitely totally understand, Frankie, that you do need those weekly, monthly, every 2-week talks, check-ins, whatever the case may be. Cynthia said, let me be quiet. What you gotta be quiet for, Cynthia?
Come on, say what you gotta say. Yes, that's what we're here for. You in the ladies' lounge. We are here to chat. These are our topics. This is what we want to talk about. Let's get it out. We need, some back and forth. Has anybody ever fell in love with the person they cheated with on here? I'm curious to know.
Right. Do you think that
women are considered weak for staying?
I mean, we have people on here that said no, but I'm pretty sure it's people out there that feel women are weak. I know it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is. That feel that women are weak.
Okay, so we got a couple fellas on here. Fellas, do you feel that you would be considered weak if you stayed with your significant other after they cheated?
Right.
I want to know that.
Right.
So, I mean, it goes both ways. Our questions can always more than likely go both ways. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, how do you feel about a cheating spouse? Do you feel that, are you weak for staying with them? Is it something that you're willing to overcome? Will it be hard?
Even if it happened, how you handle it? I mean, we all grown.
It's happened to the best of us.
It don't necessarily have to even have happened right now in your previous relationship.
And it don't mean
it happen 10, 5, 6 years ago.
Yep. It don't necessarily mean we're looking for whose fault it was, whatever happened. Did you cheat? Did you stay after the cheat? If you did, how was it worth staying, or what have you learned from that? We're curious to know. I mean, how do you feel? What is weak considered to you? Like, what's the threshold for staying in a relationship that others may view as you being weak for staying in?
Right. Frankie said at the end of the month, I always say, let's check in. Yep. How are you feeling? How do you feel? How do you feel our month went? Oh, okay.
How do you feel our month went?
Now that you say it that way, now I get it. When you say how you feel our month went.
So if I say, baby, this month sucked,
then for the next month or the next 30 days or what you got to do that next month, make it better. So I was like, okay, that's more understanding, Frankie, now that you say it that way, honestly.
That's a relationship tip right there. That's a marriage goal tip.
It is. Anything that improved or something we need to continue to work on. Excellent. That's fine, because like I said, I'm more of the random person. So now that you did it on a monthly basis, that's excellent. Because randomly, it could be on a Monday, And then the next Wednesday, you asking, how's your week? I get the daily basis, how your week going, how your day-to-day going. But each month, on a monthly basis, Frankie, I might gotta use that. I like that now. Now that honestly, trust me, I was not disregarding what you were saying. I just never thought on a monthly basis to do a monthly check-in.
I said weekly.
But now that you said how did your whole month go? Just the relationship and because you have your moments. And I'm gonna say this, even just I know me and Tay would have arguments, right? Or we have our disagreements, or we in our heat of moments, and we mad. We go out a couple of hours. He pissed me off, and then one of us probably like, I'm sorry, or you like, let's not continue the day like this. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it more. I totally get that. I lost track of what I said. Like, I totally get that. But you know when you have the moments when you check yourself and you say, "Oh, we ain't arguing 2 weeks."
Yes.
Oh, we didn't have a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's been good for a minute. Then when you have that one big argument or that one, break, and you just be like, "Oh, that just messed everything up. We was doing so good." You know what I'm saying? Like you have that moment. So I now can really see with saying how your month went. And then because we might not write down every argument, every disagreement, every time you made me mad, every time you hurt me, I hurt you. But it's still, remember, you still can backtrack to say, oh, we had a good week. Oh, we had a good 2 weeks. And that one little disagreement, it'd be like,
I knew this wasn't going to last.
Right.
I knew this wasn't going to last. I knew you was just playing.
Cynthia said, women have an intuition. They don't lie. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's true, too.
That's for sure.
True. Trayvon said, no, I don't think so. You don't think so what? You don't think that you would be able to take a woman back if she cheated on you? Like, what are you saying? You just said, no, I don't think so. Cynthia said, yes, Mara, stay connected. David said, conversation rules in all relationships. Share and express. Agreed. Definitely agreed. But you just have to make sure that your partner is willing to accept what you express and share. And keep it moving after you express and share. Not to say that you can't think about it or you don't want to bring it back up, because sometimes you can have them share and express, and then 2 days, 3 days later, something else came up, and you be like, you know what? When you shared that with me, you get what I'm saying? Something came to my mind.
Preach, child.
No, I'm saying, because I know I do that too.
Yeah.
No, because it's like now something is unsettled. It don't always have to be an argument.
And I don't always have to say it right then and there, because guess what? Not only am I processing what you just said to me, but now I got to meditate on it, because it's something more that I need to ask, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is.
Yeah, so I get sometimes you can, at that moment, you talking, you sharing, and then you sleep on it. And
I don't feel like talking about a lot of stuff all night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk about it all night to the next day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I might say a little something and then go on with my day, and then I might be like, hey, you remember, like, I think it should be a pause of some sort. Like, I don't think it should be a 36-hour conversation about the same thing. I don't know. It just numbs my brain after a while. You know what I'm saying? Because either somebody's going to get upset and take things out of context, or you're going to be like, well, maybe you keep talking about this. Maybe I need to maybe I need to figure out what you're doing, and why are you so harping on this? Because now it's making me feel like it's something that I'm missing.
Right.
So I think that conversation is very important, but I also think that there is okay, we talked about this, and let's just not keep talking. Like, so you cheated, right? If you cheated on me, I'm going to be pissed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know we're going to handle that, and that's going to be that. I'm going to not talk to you. Probably because everything I'm going to say thereafter is not going to be any good. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to build my anger the more I talk about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in order for me personally, to come back to this conversation, I need to regroup, get some sage burning or something. Because right now, the way that my mind is working is not conducive to this conversation. And somebody might go to jail, somebody might go to the hospital if we keep talking about this for the next 36 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely angry and I'm frustrated and I'm fed up. So you might want to let me separate myself before we keep talking about the situation. And then you keep lying. And then, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter what you're saying, now to me, everything is a lie. So you might need to let me go sit in the corner and color a little bit, you know, gather my thoughts. But I do think conversation is important. I just don't think it should be a constant badger, though.
Because Cynthia said communicate. Yep. And that's all you can do is communicate. But it's just got to be both parties communicating.
And it got to be a receiver.
And trying to understand that you're not always going to agree on everything.
And you're not always going to be right.
That's hard. I know. It is hard. Relationships is hard. Relationships, marriage, I don't care what you call it. It's hard. But it's practice. And you have to learn how to do these things.
Because no matter how much you want to believe it, I don't think we're meant to be alone in this world. And it's somebody for everybody crazy.
But David said minimum weekly. Okay, so Frankie said monthly.
I said weekly too.
Weekly.
We on the same page, David.
But that's the thing. To each his own how you feel. Not to say during that 30 days or that monthly things won't come up or you won't talk. But I also get was how did this month go?
And it shouldn't be like, so did you cheat on me this month?
Like how
that shouldn't be the conversation.
Like how did this month go?
Right.
So
I agree.
Pretty much. Are women considered weak if they take their cheated spouse back? No.
Not in my opinion.
Definitely not. I would, like I said, I really don't. Handle your business.
Each his own.
Work through your marriage. Work through your partnership, relationship. Work through it. If you love this guy, he loves you. Work through it. Now, multiple times, again, if you feel that you want to continue to work on it, that's on you. But to say that a woman is weak, no, I would not say that. Because she can have strengths in so many other areas. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never want nobody to say I'm weak because of stuff that I've dealt with or I handle. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily to say that I dealt somebody that cheated on me. Just because I never caught that person. Or either they never had to confess, I still don't never want no one to call me weak because of something that I have dealt with. So I would never want to call someone else, another woman, weak.
I think I am my own worst critic. Just flat out. Because like I said, when I accepted it, I felt weak. You know what I'm saying? Then I felt angry with myself because it was things that I thought maybe that I could have done that maybe would have deterred that. Or then I felt I was angry with myself because I accepted it. And it made me feel like, well, you ain't nothing now. I mean, you accept this man and he done the X, Y, and Z. So now you are everything that you never wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? But of course, talking to older people and talking to people that's been married 50, 60, 70 years. You know what I'm saying? Ain't every marriage been roses. Ain't every relationship's been roses.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them, hell, they got families in other states the same age as your kids. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of them things to where I had to realize that I wasn't weak. I was loving. And I did what I could until I couldn't do no more. And when I realized that I accepted that, it kind of made me feel like, well, hell, you accept that, you'll accept anything. That's where I felt that I was weak at. You know what I'm saying? But again, many years later.
Right.
I have a whole different outlook on it. And like I said, I understand everybody has different thresholds. We want to thank everyone who is just now joining us, all our newcomers. We got Elaine, David, thank you for joining us. Tamika, I'm hungry, Dave. Tamika, Erica, Nicole, Eric, Enid. Oh my goodness, thank you all for joining us. The topic tonight is, are you considered a weak woman because you took your cheating spouse back? Have any of you ever fell in love with the person that you cheated with and y'all still together now? Or y'all stayed together sometime after you cheated? What do you guys feel? What have you all experienced as far as dealing with somebody who's cheated? If you dealt with anybody who's cheated, would you deal with anyone who's cheated?
Right, right,
So we would
right.
love to hear your feedback and what you all think about that. We are going to take a couple second break. Oh my
No,
gosh, no, we're
no,
not.
no,
It
we're
is
not.
so 7:52.
No, we can't. No, no. We know we're
Oh
gonna
my
keep it
gosh,
rolling.
y'all. We've been
Cause
rolling
we
with this
no,
thing.
we gonna keep it
That is
rolling. So
awesome.
just give us your thoughts. We had Cynthia, we had Frankie that been engaging. Thank you so much, ladies. With your comments and stuff, just advice, opinions, and thoughts. Tips, honestly.
Yes, Frankie.
Trayvon, you never got back to us when you said no, I don't think so. What was your no, I don't think so that you can accept a lady that cheated on you? Um, Rich said, I'm not weak. I kick his ass out every night and take him back every morning.
That's real.
Hey, ladies. Hey, hey, Jen. Of course, Jen. Listen, no, you're not weak. No, no woman is weak. No, no female is weak. We go through our battles differently. That's the
Yes.
thing. We go through our battles differently. We handle them differently. We learn differently. Some can handle more than others.
Yes.
You get what I'm
Very
saying?
much true.
Some can handle more than others. Does that make you weak? Does that make the other female stronger than the next one? No, it doesn't. Because you don't know what she went through in her life that you may say, ooh, I could never
I don't
make
even
it
know
through
how you
that.
did that.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not that if you weaker or she's stronger. It's just that, you handle your battles differently. You went through your struggles as life differently. And you may view and see things differently. That's all.
I agree. I agree. Well,
That's
before we leave, we got hold on, I'm trying to write something. Like, okay. All right. So before we leave, I have Rick. You got something else to say, friend?
no. I'm done.
Are you sure?
We got about a couple of
We got a
more
couple.
minutes.
We got about a couple of more seconds. Okay, guys. So we looked up a couple of little things online, and I wanted to get your opinions on them. 9 reasons why women's 9 reasons why women stay with their cheating husband. Now, I'm not going to read the description of all 9, but I am going to read all 9 because
Yeah, just go
they're
through it.
like
Just
1 or
go
2
through it.
words.
Just read.
I'm pretty good 1 or 2 words. Okay, the first one is the children,
Right.
societal discrimination, social security. You get Social Security for staying with a cheating husband? Huh. Financial dependence, contributions to the union, fears of the unknown, avoid being blamed for failure of the marriage, planning revenge. Somebody petty. Optimism. So those are 9 reasons why women stay with cheating husbands. And y'all, I promise I cannot believe it's 9:55 because I swear I want to talk about all 9 of these. Okay, and so the other thing we read was 10 things you must know about infidelity and cheating. Betrayal is in the eye of the beholder. So it all depends on what you consider cheating, whether it's emotional,
Right.
whether it's, physical.
Like you say, internet.
Internet,
Said, uh-huh.
yeah. Infidelity is not a marital deal breaker. That's what they said.
Yeah.
It ain't.
I
It's
don't
not
think
to
it
say
is.
that affairs are good. They're destructive, but she said after years of working with couples that has experienced betrayal and infidelity, I can vouch for the fact that it's possible to get marriages back on track after they rediscover trust, caring for friendship, and passion. That can happen.
Yeah.
Most affairs end. Temporarily, insanity is the only sane response. You lost it for a little bit.
Right, yeah, because it's I can imagine. Yeah, you do. Even
because you get lost in the
yes,
peak.
because the fact that you know that person
You done lost your
cheat on
mind
you,
in the
even
peak.
though you may have, it can be reality. You know that it's possible. Anything is possible. But the fact that you just be like, how can you do that to me? You know
what's wrong with you?
Right, one of those. But that don't mean that, like I said, I'm not the one to be like, oh, he would never, ever, ever, ever cheat. Because don't nobody wake up to say, oh, I want my man to cheat. But shit, it can happen. Oops, excuse my language. I'm sorry, but
it's true.
No, but it can happen. It's reality. It can happen.
Okay, and these are other things you must know about cheating and infidelity. You are not alone. It helps to get help. Healing takes time. Count on the ups and downs. Don't be quick to tell friends and family. You won't forget, but forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. And I swear on everything, that is the truest shit they ever wrote.
Right. Jen said Beyonce got cheated on. And you know what?
Honey, yes.
So and we already know it ain't about being the prettiest. It ain't
sure
about
ain't.
having the nicest body. Ain't about making all the money in the world. Like that stuff. People that look at that and be like, oh dang, she even got cheated on. How she get cheated on?
They kind of make you be like, I ain't no damn hoe. Beyonce got cheated on. No, I'm just kidding, guys.
It happens.
Just because life goes on.
Just because it's reality, does that mean that you gotta accept it?
No,
it don't. It don't mean you gotta accept it. It don't. But if you choose to, in your relationship,
it doesn't make you weak.
Your marriage, whatever you want to call it, it does not make you weak. And don't ever let nobody say you weak. And even if you think you're weak, not saying it's okay, because we through that emotional. We gotta, as women, go through our own emotions. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could say, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. But it's just like, I don't want to hear it's gonna be all right. Let me go through my time. You know what I'm saying? Let me go through my phase. And then we always gonna come out strong, because we're gonna be like, get that. You know what I'm saying?
That snapback though.
You know what I'm saying? But we have our moments that we're gonna feel like, I'm weak. I'm feeling weak. Because like I said, just because I've never have experienced that don't mean at times in my relationship that I never felt that if I was being weak. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
As a woman, that don't mean that. But it's gonna get. Shake it off.
We're going to shake that off. I cannot believe it's 7:59 right now, guys. I so don't want to go.
Your chest.
Yes, and stick that thing out and keep it pushing, okay? I want to thank you all for joining us tonight, all right? I have a whole bunch of people that was on here. Dave, Ali, thanks for joining us. Rich, Sam, who else came on here tonight? Eric, Enid, Erica, Tamika, Elaine, Stephanie, Jamaica, hey, mommy, Trayvon, Cynthia, Frankie, all you guys, Bulu who came on, Kaz, Randy, Primo. Oh my gosh, the list could go on. But thank you all for joining us so much. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video. Make sure you keep the comments coming. Let's keep this conversation going.
We can always, even though we end our show on a weekly, every hour, at the end of the hour, don't mean that if you want to comment or you want to continue the conversation, we can always continue it, regardless if we just doing it in like a chat group thing, or if we continue on our next show,
or even on this feed.
If something that you want to say, we will definitely do that. If you want to just get your voice heard out there, and we talk about your comment, or
and don't forget, we do Wild Card Wednesdays, so make sure you shoot us an email. Those of you that have our text, send us a text message. Those of you that have our Facebook, which is JT Ladies Lounge, we have Judson's Radio DC. We have our personal Facebook pages.
Y'all know how to reach us.
Y'all know how to reach us. DM us. Send us some lady letters based on your situations. Like if you've been in a situation where you've been cheated on or you've been a cheater and you're fighting to overcome it because you sincerely love the person that you're with, and maybe you want feedback on how to do it, or you want feedback on some things that you can use that can make your relationship stronger, we're definitely open to talking about everything.
And you can also get just ways to handle it just through other people's comments. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Sometimes you be like, wow, I never thought about that. Or wow, that's how this person handled this.
Yep, Ty, thanks for joining us. You jumped on here late. Make sure you watch this video again. Like, comment, and share, guys. We are going to leave, but before we do, as you can see, we have that amazing space across the bottom. That could be your logo. That could be, and look, right here. This could be your flyer. Wait, no, not that right there. Wrong one. Sorry, guys. I was too happy. Wait, not that one either. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Okay, sorry, y'all. Okay, so that could be your banner. That could be your upcoming event. Wait, we're going to get over there. Oh, y'all see it. It's right there. So that could be your that could be your stuff. If you want to sponsor our show, we would love to have your logo at the bottom. We would love to promote your event. If you have any music you want to send in, you can send it to TO2 with jazzyt@yahoo.com. Grown, sexy, and radio ready, because if it ain't popping, we ain't gonna play it. And let me see, events we got coming up. November 4th.
Mommies and mimosas.
Mommies and mimosas. Yes,
and
come on,
support your
ladies.
girls.
Yes, we can't wait to see
Mommies,
you.
grandmothers, daughters,
Aunties,
sisters.
cousins, best
Yes.
friends, good girlfriends, girls you really don't like, but you know they need some out time. Whatever the case may be, make sure you tell them to go on Eventbrite, get the ticket. We are in the local area in Temple Hills, guys. This is our first event. This is going to be so major. We are definitely going to do more. So
Yes.
let's make this one big and stupid. Let's take plenty of pictures. Let's get this going. Let's, join arms with other mommies, other women out here, and just create a conversation, and also just create a bond and a unity and a sisterhood among ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Blip.
Yep. November 11th.
Black love.
Industry professionals.
Industry professionals. Just black love, guys. Need
What
more
does
of that in the
love
universe.
mean to you?
Yep. What did you learn about love? So thank you all for joining us again here in JT Ladies Lounge. I am Jazz.
And I'm T.
And that's T. And we will see you Wednesday.
Sunday.
You
for some reason she skipped the whole week. She
I'm
always
sorry.
do that. Thank you. We will see you Sunday.
Bye.